We're just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the New England Patriots and the Washington Commanders. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jones looking to throw it on the first play. And incomplete to open things up.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing, Jones. Over the middle, complete. That's Warner. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. Boy, nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Now Jones. Got a man. It's Tyquan Thornton. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Tyquan Thornton. His first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. On first down, right back to Gibson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Gibson again. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington.
You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Tannehill. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On the counter, Gibson. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Now it's Tannehill. And he rifles one incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. In motion, Hill. From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. And he's got it. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Commanders are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because, to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Jones, off play action. He's got his man, Thornton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Warner, and a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, Jones. Completes this one to Thornton. And he's got some space here. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they showed passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Jones. Finding Bourne here over the middle. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. These two teams all tied after 1. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. Jones keeps it himself, and he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line.
On first down, it's Warner. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
Second down and goal. Jones, he will find his tight end Smith for a Patriot touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch, and the Patriots have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 14-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Gibson. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Tannehill now to throw. Open man downfield is Hill. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 23 yards the pickup there. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 33. A give up the middle to Gibson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
57 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They run the toss now with Gibson.
Even with the good move he showed, he'll be brought down short of the 15. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. From 17 yards out. And the Commanders are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
On 2nd and 12, Jones.
Got his man, it's Thornton.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he has to get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Warner.
The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts
as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Jones keeping it on the sneak.
And he is going to pick up a Patriots first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Only needed a few inches to pick it up and get behind your center and burrow forward like he did.
And remember what the GMs have told us? We build an offensive line starting with our center, the guy who can make all the line calls and also move those big defensive tackles in order to pick up first downs.
The Pats at the line ready to go. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. They'll run on first down. It's Warner.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. On first down, it's Warner.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Jones now. A final shot before break.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill.
That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Back to throw, Tannehill.
This one left side caught by Gibson.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. To throw again on second down. Tannehill. They'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 22-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. To the air again, Tannehill. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Tannehill. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Here's Tannehill. And he finds McLaurin. Touchdown! 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill. And the Commanders have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Marcus Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. And people still trying to get back to their seats from the concession stand here at the start of the 3rd quarter. And boom, we got points on the board.
And you just identified why the bulk of stadiums have increased presence in the concession areas, right? TVs, loudspeakers, so people can still follow the game. And right now, they're bummed out that they missed that big return to start this half.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The long drive last time out for this offense, Charles, if you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. After the run, Tannehill going to throw. And going deep for Hill. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Make that now 4 touchdown passes for Ryan Tannehill as they have taken the lead. Sly on for the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are. But what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be in a position where if they make another mistake, you're there to capitalize on it and take it away from them.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Now Warner's hit, and he loses it. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he is going to bring this one back to the house. It's a Commanders touchdown on the scoop and score. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On 2nd and 7, Jones buying time to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he gets this to Thornton. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
But he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. The sack by the linebacker, Jamin Davis.
If we go back to the last series, remember, their coverage allowed them to get a turnover in the last drive, a takeaway, and that helped contribute to a sack on this one. I think maybe his quarterback's a little bit hesitant. Last time he turned it over, now he sees his zone coverage a little bit slow to get rid of the football.
After the sack on 1st down, Jones, open man is born. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. Through the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Now Jones on 3rd and 2. He'll let this go deep for Bourne. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
Here's Jones throwing on 4th down. He finds his man, complete. It's Thornton. Touchdown, Patriots. Tyquan Thornton with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Patriots' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are all tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 2nd and 11 now. Tannehill. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And the Pats are going to take possession of the football.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Warner. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off of it. Back now at FedEx Field. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Back to throw. Jones. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Smith. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that loss of yards there is not just on him. It's on the guys blocking for him. I mean, they're supposed to create some type of space or at least get a stalemate. They end up letting them through, and they ended up tackling him for a loss.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Tyquan Thornton, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Patriots have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Tannehill on first down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
On second down, a run with Gibson. And some room to roam now. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Jones throwing to start the drive. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Warner. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 43 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Right back to him on first down. They find some open field here. And he's going to be taken out of bounds, but not before he gets this all the way down to the 10. A big play there for New England. Give him 42 yards on the ground.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. Up the middle they go with Drake. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
On 2nd and 12, Jones. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Terrific coverage in the end zone that time. Forced him out of the pocket to his right. I thought maybe try and run it there, but no one came open for him. Nice job by the defense of not getting out of their lanes.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Jones. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Commanders are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the 4th quarter. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. And going deep for Hill. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Patriots are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw there taken in by Smith. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st down, it's Warner, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick, make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jones. It's caught. Smith. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On first down, Drake. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
On second down, it's Warner. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Taking it in from the 20 as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Now the try here for the point after. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Let's just put it on the table real quick here. This is 2-minute drill. You got to know they're looking for their #1 receiver.
Yeah, you think they'd be ready for that? That time they weren't. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing, Tannehill. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Here's Tannehill. And yet again, it's McLaurin. And he's going to get this down near the 25. And did he just clock that? Looked like he tried to stop the clock, but the clock wasn't even moving. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. One last throw here for Tannehill. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Marcus Jones picks it. And the Pats are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for New England, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile,